A man was on the verge of freezing to death. Yet instead of adding more layers, he took off all his clothes and curled up naked in the snow. His body trembled violently. He blew into his hands, trying to stay warm, but nothing helped. He looked down at the plastic bag he carried. Inside it were flowers, precious, meaningful. But survival demanded sacrifice. He shook the flowers out, filled the bag with snow, and hugged it tightly, hoping it would melt into drinkable water. Night came. The snow stayed frozen, and his soaked clothes were still damp. Angry at his own bad luck, he cursed himself for getting lost while skiing and falling into a frozen lake. Then suddenly, he saw a warm-looking house on the mountain slope. After 2 days, it was the first spark of hope. To conserve energy, he put his wet clothes back on and hid between rocks, promising he would climb to the house at dawn. The next morning, he woke with determination. The snow in the bag had melted, and miraculously, both his phone and radio still worked. With new hope, he climbed toward the house hidden in fog. But after 3 days with no food, his vision grew blurry. Near the top, he rubbed his eyes, and the house disappeared. It wasn't real, just a hallucination of hypothermia. Still, he pushed on. That night, he found a cave filled with human bones. Desperate, he searched for scraps of meat, but wolves had already taken everything. He checked his phone. No signal. Wolf howls echoed closer. Using his snowboard as a walking stick, he walked through the night. The pain in his legs grew unbearable. He rolled up his pants and saw his socks soaked in blood. His calves were swollen, dark purple. If he waited any longer, the socks would fuse with his skin. Clenching his teeth, he tore them off, along with strips of flesh. The pain was indescribable. He tried to eat the flesh to survive, but gagged and vomited. He stuffed it into his pocket instead. Then, the sound of a helicopter. He screamed for help, but it passed overhead, never noticing him. Defeated, he collapsed. Hallucinations returned. He saw his mother, and he wondered what would happen to his family if he died. That thought kept him alive until day 8. Desperate to live, he finally ate the piece of his own flesh. It was disgusting, but necessary. He looked at the steep slope ahead. He had one last chance. On his hands and knees, he crawled upward, checking his radio every few steps. At the peak, he collapsed. He pulled out his radio. Still no signal. Only 4% battery left. Accepting his fate, he lay on his back, turned on the recorder, and spoke his final words to his family. He closed his eyes, ready for the end. But then, a sudden crackle of radio signal, and moments later, a helicopter appeared above him.